1960s, amidst the turbulent rivers and barren prairies of the Wild West, a mysterious and enigmatic gang emerged, leaving behind only traces of crime and mountains of unanswered questions. The Pocahontas gang became infamous for their daring robberies, train heists, and bank raids, but their disappearance in the early 1870s remains one of the greatest mysteries of the Old West. The name of the gang was not chosen by chance. It added to the mystique of its members, as well as the group itself. Behind this name hid individuals who mastered the art of stealth and manipulation, often changing their appearance and leaving no traces to evade pursuit. The gang was active in several states, Missouri, Iowa, Kansas, and others, remaining elusive for years. But behind this legendary image were real people, whose identities remained shrouded in mystery. Among the key figures were Lucille Graham, a woman known for her cunning and ability to manipulate people, and John Kelly, the gang's second leader, renowned for his brutality and cold-bloodedness. In addition, there was Emma Billy Miller, a woman with adventurous tendencies, who also participated in several major train robberies and bank heists in Missouri. Starting in 1867, the Pocahontas gang grew bolder in their attacks. One of the most infamous incidents occurred when they robbed a mail train in Missouri, stealing money, valuables, and important documents, which dealt a devastating blow to the Postal Service and local authorities. The heist was meticulously planned, and as always, the gang disappeared without a trace. This was not their first robbery, but it became a defining moment for the group, showcasing their ability to outsmart the law and slip away undetected. In the following years, the gang pulled off several high-profile heists, including in Kansas in 1871, where they raided multiple banks, leaving local residents and authorities in shock. These robberies helped cement the gang's reputation as one of the most feared and skilled criminal organizations of the time. They weren't just ruthless criminals, they were master manipulators who could outwit even the most powerful lawmen. However, their luck couldn't last forever. By 1873, the gang began to face several setbacks in their operations, leading to their weakening. But the turning point came in 1876, when they attempted one of their boldest robberies in Kansas. It turned out to be their last major heist. The failure of this operation proved disastrous for the gang. Several members were killed, others arrested, and the remaining members disappeared without a trace, as if they had vanished into thin air. What happened to the gang? This question tormented not only local authorities, but people across the country. The remaining members of the gang, such as Lucille Graham and John Kelly, disappeared, and decades passed without any word of them. Some claimed they had fled to South America to continue their criminal activities under new identities. Others believed they were killed in clashes with local lawmen, but without bodies or arrests, that theory remains unproven. The most popular and mysterious theory is that there was a betrayal within the gang itself. Some historians believe that one of its members may have turned them into the authorities, leading to the gang's collapse and disappearance. Others argue that, after several of their members were killed, the remaining survivors simply went into hiding, possibly fleeing to the far corners of the continent or southward, where they continued to live beyond the reach of the law. As the years passed, the Pocahontas gang remained a symbol of mystery and elusiveness. Their disappearance became part of Wild West folklore, spawning new stories and legends. People whispered about them, trying to piece together their secrets and form theories. But all these efforts remained futile. The Pocahontas gang became an enduring part of the cultural legacy of that time, and their enigmatic disappearance continues to be one of the darkest and most intriguing chapters in the history of the Wild West. Who were they really? What happened to them? These questions remain unanswered, but the myth of the gang lives on, inspiring both historians and writers, continuing to stir the imagination of anyone who has ever been fascinated by